Binaural essentially means two ears. Bi means two in Greek, and aural means to do with hearing or the ears. Binaural microphones, like the KU100 pictured here, are basically two microphones built into the ear canals of a replica human head. Recording with a microphone like this mimics the way humans hear. You may have heard this on YouTube called 8D, or some ASMR audio is also recorded binaurally. Binaural recording, when listened to on headphones, can sound very real, as if you were there where the recording was made, but it lacks something that we have in the real world. That is, head movement. We are always moving our heads, and when we do so, what we hear changes. If I turn my head to the right, a sound that was previously in front of me now sounds like it's on my left. Static or fixed binaural recording lacks head movement, so we need something closer to reality. We use something called head-tracked binaural. This is a special system of playback that basically creates a virtual binaural microphone at the center of a virtual ambisonic sound field. As you move your head in a VR headset, or you change your point of view with a mouse on YouTube 360, the head-tracked binaural decoder produces a realistic binaural rendering depending on the direction you are facing. If a sound source is directly in front of you, and you turn your head to the right, the sound will now be in front of your left ear, and will sound like it's on your left, exactly like the real world. The 3 degrees of movement of our head are called yaw, when you rotate your head. Pitch is when you nod your chin up and down, and roll is if you rock your head from side to side. A gyroscope in the VR headset knows which direction your head is pointing, and it tells the decoders to render the audio correctly. This is pretty technical, but useful to understand what is happening when you play back your 360 VR experience on a VR headset. If you know what is supposed to happen, it's also easier to troubleshoot when something isn't working right. Have you ever thought about how we know which direction a sound is coming from? When a sound is to the right of us, it will be louder in the right ear. This is called interaural level difference. The difference is caused by the shadowing effect of our heads. Another way we determine the direction of a sound is interaural time difference. Interaural means between the two ears. A sound on our right-hand side will arrive at our right ear about 0.5 milliseconds before our left ear. This is called interaural time difference. In evolutionary terms, hearing evolved first for survival. How big is the predator? What direction is it coming from? Is it moving? What sort of environment am I in? These are the psychoacoustic cues that tell our brains information about the sonic world around us. There are also filtering effects caused by the shape of our outer ear when a sound is elevated above or below the listener. This gets quite technical again, but in general, interaural level difference, interaural time difference, and the frequency effects shown here are known as head-related transfer functions, or HRTFs. You don't really need to know how they work, but being aware of what an HRTF is when you come across it is useful. These effects are how we know where sounds are in 3D space. Another method for knowing things about the world around us is that things which are farther away are quieter. Something right next to your ear will be much louder than the same sound source 10 meters away. The final method for determining the distance away a sound source is reverberation. If a sound is very echoey and reverberant, it sounds like it's far away, whereas something more direct and less echoey sounds closer up. Humans can identify the size, shape, and material of a space within a few seconds of entering a room. This sounds like a car park. This sounds like a kitchen. And this sounds like a bathroom. It's the same voice, recorded with the same microphone, just put in a different space. More reverberation, reflected sound, versus direct sound equals greater distance. 3D ambisonic reverberation is a very powerful tool to create a sense of depth and distance.